Hey everyone, welcome to Granny by Nature. My name is Maddie and today we are going to be doing a bunch of scrap yarn projects, which I'm really excited about. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I just, during market season, you got to focus on getting certain projects done, and we are actually going to be doing some market prep today, but we're going to be doing it with scrap yarn and it's very, very exciting. So I have a big basket here. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But I'm also going to be adding to that because I know within my setup over here, I have some more little skeins, or not even skeins, but like little scraps, little balls that I think can be added to the scrap yarn basket, which I've been accumulating for probably since I started making plushies. There's definitely stuff in here that is from like that first year. So I really do try to use every little bit of yarn as I can, even if it's like these little scraps that end up being stuffed into the plushies themselves. But today we're just gonna go through, actually tomorrow probably too, we're gonna make as much market prep stuff as we can using scraps. And I think I will also allow myself to use some non-scraps to go with it if necessary, just so we can like finish projects, you know what I mean? But let me go ahead and show you the basket. So this is what we have so far. And within this basket, I know some of these balls look really big, but I went through it maybe like a year ago. And I just like bunched a lot of like the similar colors. Well, not similar, but I bunched a lot of the same colors together. So this is not just like one continuous skein. There's a lot of little bits and ends in here, just to keep it a little bit more organized. But you see I have a lot of this color, so there's going to be a lot of tying together, which is not a problem. But then there's also lots of little like smaller ones too in here, so we're just going to see what we have and try to make a bunch of fun stuff. But before I do that, I just want to add in, see, like this, I think I can put in here something like this. So let's see, I got a lot of little ones in here that I think can be added whoop to here. This is gonna be fun. Let me see, I'm gonna put the camera down so I can really focus on this, but I will show you guys after what we're working with. So I pulled a bunch of other little scraps. This is what we're looking at. It's honestly a little bit overwhelming because there's so much stuff under here and I don't want to like knock everything over. I have a lot of ideas in mind. It's going to be like a lot of little small things, but I'm also kind of curious if we can maybe put together more of like a bigger project with what we have here. I think that would be really fun, but I think I'm just going to start pulling stuff out and just like making it. We just put on The Perfect Neighbor on Netflix. Love a documentary. There's a way for me to flip this around as I'm filming, but I'm on my phone, so I have to like pause every time. But Sean's here over here. I just want to thank everybody so much for all of the well wishes for him to get better. He's on the road to recovery from the flu, but still coughing here and there. So thank you guys so much. But all right, I'm gonna put the show back on. I'm gonna start crocheting and then I'll check in with you guys in a bit and show you what I've come up with so far. Hey guys, just wanted to check in. So it's been quite a few hours now and I feel like my butt has been glued to this couch. My butt has been glued to this couch today. We got our cleaning and all that done earlier in the day, so it really opened up the afternoon and the evening for me to just like crochet all day. But yeah, I just wanted to update you. So we did watch that Perfect Neighbor documentary and it made me so sad. I did not know what it was about going into it and it was very sad. So then we watched the Woodstock 99 documentary, which was a whole different vibe. And we also watched a bunch of Mad Men. We can't really do anything this weekend. Like we can't go out anywhere because Sean is still recovering. So we're just being couch potatoes, but I've been having a lot of fun working on these scrap projects. I think part of the fun is that it feels like the material cost is zero, even though it's not. It feels like this yarn that I'm just plucking out of the scraps bin is free, or it was free, even though it's not, right? We pay for the whole skein. So like I like to use the whole skein, obviously, but it just has that vibe, that feeling to it. And yeah, it's also just really satisfying to finish up all of these really like tiny little balls and just like know that they're all being used and there's zero waste with that. So that feels really good. But right now I have been in the turtle zone. So far I made 2 of the green turtles with the brown shell. And it makes me kind of sad because these colors aren't even available anymore in the Home Slim, Chenille Home Slim from Michaels. I know there's some very similar colors from Premier Parfait Plush, which I am definitely interested in trying out. I know our friend Rosa gave us some skeins to try out, and I loved that. So I think I'm going to be placing an order at some point because these colors are just great. I miss these colors. So it was nice to work with those again. I also made one of the pink on pink. I love this color combo. I think it's just so cute, and people really seem to like it too. Excuse me. I've been drinking a lot of seltzer today, and yeah, you know how that goes. But these turtles are by the Friendly Red Fox. It is a free pattern on her blog, and if you guys watched our bestsellers video, that was one of our best sellers this year. I also make them in the jumbo yarn, and they also do very well. But this small size, you gotta love it. It is no-sew, and I usually make big batches of these, but because I'm using the scrap yarn, I'm just making them like one at a time pretty much. And yeah, I don't know. It's a different experience to just do one from beginning to end, but I don't hate it. I'm enjoying it. I have had this pattern memorized for a really long time because I make it a lot. So it's totally fine to do either the batch making or all the way through. I feel like sometimes if it's like a pattern that's a little bit more complicated and I don't actually like have it memorized, I prefer to batch make because I can just be more familiar with all the individual pieces as I'm making them. But for something like this that I just know all the way through, like it's not a big deal to just do one at a time. So having fun with that. I'm working on a blue one right now. It's going to have this like variegated blue and white shell, and then it's going to have this blue body. So I have all of the fins and the head made, and I'm almost done with the shell. So I'm going to be finishing that up. I also did make one Nooks Hooks no-sew elephant so far. I love these little mini elephants. This one, actually, I ran out of the scraps for this yarn, but luckily I had a new skein of it because I love this one. This is the like floral Sweet Snuggles light, and they do still have this one. So I think I needed it for like 2 rounds. So I just closed that up, and he's ready to go. I was trying to dig through and see, I can almost guarantee that I do have more scraps of this in the bin, but they're like probably closer to the bottom. So maybe I'll come across them at some point. But yeah, I definitely want to make more elephants. I am going to be making other things. Don't worry, it's not just turtles. I have a lot of ideas. So I think this is going to be something that I do like on the weekends all throughout the month because I really want to work down that scrap bin. And like I said, I'm enjoying it. I think, I forgot what I was going to say. I think it's a good time. And it'll be great to get that scrap bin down because it feels good using all of the yarn. There was something else I was going to tell you guys. Oh yeah. So you'll notice so far I've been doing whatever projects I can where I'm using like the colors that I would normally use and like not having to do a lot of like, it's not like a scrappy type project where it's like a lot of different colors, but I do want to do ones like that too. Right now though, I'm just trying to market prep some of the things that I would normally market prep in the style that I would normally use, but I do want to have some like scrappy variations as well, where there's like a ton of different color changes and all that. I do want to do that. So those will be coming at some point, but right now I'm just doing like solid color type things, and we'll see how far we get with that. But let me show you too what the bin looks like right now. Let me turn this camera around so you can see it's still stacked. I'm working through it. You know, we're doing one thing at a time here, but the goal is to see how far I can get that down in the month of Yarnuary. You can see our little mouse trap too. We've had quite a few mice in the support. But anyway, that's a story for another time. So I'm going to keep working on these turtles. I might check in again at some point later tonight. It's 10:48 right now. It's Saturday night. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to keep crocheting. So we'll see. We'll see. If not, I will definitely be checking in tomorrow. Hello everyone, I'm back. It's the next night. I didn't want to film too much last night after Sean went to bed because I don't want to, it's a small apartment. I don't want to be loud. But I've been hard at work today, been crocheting lots of things. First I want to show you what I made last night after I said goodbye. So I made this little baby hippo, so cute. This is a pattern by Hook Crochet Co. I love this, it's adorable. So I'm still, of course, rocking the Scraps basket yarn. That has been my challenge for today, and I got a lot of good stuff in there. I'm pretty excited. It's funny too because a lot of the sweet snuggles that I have in here and the home slim is like from before it got bad, before they like shut it down. So it's like really, really soft. There are some stinkers in there too where it's like a little too shreddy, but overall I've really been enjoying working with it. It's kind of like I had this little like yarn time capsule, and now I'm getting to open that up and use it, which has been really, really nice. So I made one of those guys, and then I also made 3 more today. So I have this pink variegated one, I have this darker gray one, and I have this like lilac-y purple one, which is really pretty. I think I was charging $8 for these guys this past year. I don't remember exactly, but also I have been using the 5mm hook with the Sweet Snuggles Light and Chenille Home ever since I got this one for Christmas, and I've really been liking it. I think there's like a glare there. I think it looks really, I think it works really nicely. So it's very smooth. I do think that my tension has gotten a little bit tighter over the last few years since I started making plushies. So I do like the 5mm with the chenille yarn now, and feels good. I do still like the 4.5 for the Posh yarn, but for the Michael's chenille, I'm digging that 5mm. So yes, those are by Hook Crochet Co. Adorable. I did make another turtle. I just love making these, but also like I need them in our inventory. This is a fun color combo. I don't think I've ever done this combination before. It's like the light purple, and then I believe this green is called baby green, and they did bring this back. Actually, both of these colors are available, so you can still get them. But yeah, I like this combo together. It's nice, very cool. And then I made 3 baby elephants. This is the No Sew Elephant pattern by Nooks Hooks, and it is so cute. Very easy workup. I love the shape of these ears. You just crochet these on the surface. Very nice. So this is a light gray. We've got that darker gray again, and then we have this like white and pink variegated, and this colorway always reminds me of Winnie the Pooh with like the heffalumps and the woozles. I don't know. It just reminds me of that. Very cute. And I sell these guys for $10. I can't remember if I'm sure I said it a million times, but I saw these turtles for 15. So that's what I have so far. I'm still planning on crocheting a bunch more tonight. It is only 9 p.m. I'm not sure what patterns I want to do. I want to keep doing like market prep type stuff, like repetitive stuff, just because I'm in that zone right now, and the yarn that I have in the scrap bin is really good for that. So I want to keep going with that. Also, I got a little bit of a late start with the crochet today because I was so laser focused on finishing this book, Stronger Than You Think. Okay, my husband got this for me for Christmas. This is a book written by one of the girls that was on Kid Nation. So if you're not familiar with Kid Nation, it was a doomed reality show that aired in 2007, and they had 40 kids like try to create their own, I guess you'd call it a civilization. They were creating their own society together. And, you know, they were trying to see, are the kids going to put together like a better place than adults would? So the show itself was a dumpster fire. I loved it. So I had watched the original run in 2007, but then I feel like people really started to get into it again during COVID around like 2020. And one of the girls from the show actually wrote a book. Her and her sister were both on. So this book was fascinating to read, like all the behind the scenes. If you're into like trashy reality TV shows like I am, I definitely recommend this book. I couldn't stop reading it. I could not stop reading it. So this was a very good gift from Sean. But anyway, that's done. So now I'm back to work. I think I am going to be starting Dan Brown's latest tonight. I know Dan Brown is not like the best writer ever. I know everybody's always like, oh, Dan Brown. But I enjoy the mysteries. I think they're a lot of fun. So Da Vinci Code, that's my jam. Angels and Demons, that's my jam. So I am going to be starting that later tonight, but I do have more plans to crochet. So I'm going to show you guys what our scrap basket looks like right now. Let me just pause to flip this around. So I've made, you know, a little bit of a dent so far. Obviously there's still a lot in here, but I am going to be working on this all Yarnuary and seeing how much of it we can use and just like work it down, you know? All right, so I will check in with you guys in a little bit before I go to bed. I'll have to be very quiet, and I'll show you the rest of my progress for the evening. So I'll be back soon. Okay, everybody, I'm trying to be quiet. I just took my magnesium gummies. We are winding down for the evening. So, and it's after midnight, so I'm not allowed to start any new projects after midnight. But I did make 6 of the little mini octos. So adorable. This pattern is by Sweet Softies and it is a free pattern on her blog. Love it. We sell these guys for $5 each. So I made 2 in the floral. I made 2 in the, it's called like raindrop or something. I can't remember the exact name, but I love this one. I made 2 like that, but then I also had one that was split between that and then just like the bluebird plain one. And then I miss this colorway so much. They don't make this one anymore, but it's a fave of mine. So yeah, we have 6 octos. Let me turn this around. So this is what the scraps basket has blessed us with this weekend. All of these guys made with yarn from the scrap bin. So I'm pretty excited. That's about $177 of inventory. And again, I know I said it feels like it's like free yarn. Obviously, it's not free yarn, but it feels like it. So yay. But anyway, I'm going to call it there. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making it. So we have lots of other fun things to come in Yarnuary. So we hope you'll join us for that. And until next time, much love. Bye.